EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Ryan gets it off to Freeman.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20.
Ready, 30 base. Hey, Sam on.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And this one's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, break.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't know no better.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now this throw caught left side.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Got it. 18, Gator.
On first down, Murray. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Ryan. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. This is Murray. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Atlanta.
Ready, right 25.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
39. Hey, check. Go. 27.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 39.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Falcon first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ryan now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Freeman. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, that QB's trash.
Back to throw. He may try and run for this.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard
Go.
line.
60 outlaw.
It's going to be a long
Snap.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On the return, it's White. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Go.
Alert three, alert three. Alert three.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Pick your game up.
They'll look to throw here. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now he's going to throw it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, Maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 35 on second down, Ryan. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Ready? They go with Murray again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Break. Watch Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Protein spell. Let's go.
Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Flushed out right. Breaks through the contact. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Mostert. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Murray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Saints on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Ready.
Again, it's Murray. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Check, 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 check.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
11. Hey, Tuesday.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Ryan on 1st down. Gets it off to Freeman. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. On first down, Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go.
Freeman again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
You ain't got hey, high 7. Ready to go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take